Players, the House is back in session, and unfortunately that means more embarrassment from Lauren Boebert, Musty to the Must Pie Marjorie, and Jim Jordan. So Lauren Boebert is speaking with the EPA chief, and she's talking about the Chevron ruling or whatnot. She don't know what she's talking about. She's making up words, authoritation or something. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm going to take the risk and play this clip. Y'all got to see this because you got to see it to believe it. Watch this dumb ditty.
I'm asking about the EPA, and I'm asking about your rogue bureaucrats that have enacted these unconstitutional regulations. Are you going to repeal them? Are you going to continue to implement them, or are you going to stop altogether since it's been overturned?
Do you understand the ruling?
Do you understand the ruling of the Supreme Court?
I do. And so your question is ill-formed. No.
Will you be repealing?
We're not going to stop.
You're going to unconstitutionally continue with these rulemakings.
We're going to adhere to the Supreme Court and continue to do
which rulemakings are you going to roll back?
We're going to adhere to the Supreme Court and continue to do our work in accordance to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court.
So which ones are you going to repeal?
The Supreme Court didn't tell us to repeal anything.
They have been deemed unconstitutional.
No.
Absolutely they have. This was a huge victory. Formal authorization legislation from Congress.
I'm sorry?
Is it true that the EPA has never obtained formal legislation, authorization legislation from Congress? It's never been authorized by Congress.
Mr. Regan, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I would just like to clarify a few things for my colleague from Colorado. The Loper-Bright ruling, as you know, said that the courts should not defer to agency rulemaking if a statute is ambiguous, and instead the courts get to determine whether or not what the statute means. Is that your understanding as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that would not require any regulations to be reversed or overturned, correct?
Correct.
I mean this with the utmost sincerity. Anybody who cast a ballot for Lauren Boebert need to have their brain donated to science upon leaving this earth. The House and the Senate held hearings and approved the EPA in 1970. But Lauren Boebert thinks that the EPA has never been authorized by Congress. What the hell is authorization? I don't know what that is. Listen, Lauren Boebert should literally have her GED rescinded. I know it took her 4 times to pass it, but I am not convinced that she actually took that test and passed it. And even if she did, she didn't learn anything. Lauren Boebert is reading this stuff. This means that her staff is just as incompetent as she is, because they send her down here with this information thinking that she has a strong talking point, enough for her to shake her head while she's saying it as if she's right when she's wrong. Clearly, the bare minimum would be to hire competent staff so you don't go down there to the House floor and make yourself look stupid time and time again. But she can't even do that. Players, it's a disgrace, a waste of time, and a waste of taxpayer dollars. Once again, brought to you by MAGA Republicans. Players, put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mo for the Black Accurate News.